Hey everyone, welcome back. So, have you ever felt like maybe the way we measure success in academia is, you know, kind of stuck in the past?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like it's all about publications and citations and all that.
Yeah.
Well, today we're looking at something totally different.
Okay.
We're doing a deep dive into academicjobs.com's academic rankings.
Interesting.
And this is a whole new way of thinking about success in higher education.
I see.
And the really cool thing is, it's not just about those traditional metrics, like how many papers you've published.
Hmm.
It's about a much bigger picture, a more well-rounded view of what it means to be a successful academic.
Makes sense. So how does it actually work?
Well, they've come up with these 8 key metrics, and these metrics really try to capture the impact and the engagement of an academic, both inside the academic world and also out in the wider world.
Okay, 8 metrics. That's quite a lot to unpack. What are some of the ones that really stand out to you?
Yeah, I know, right? Like 8. I mean, where do you even begin?
Right.
But I think one of the most interesting ones is something called current purpose and motivation.
Current purpose and motivation.
Okay. Yeah. And this is all about encouraging academics to think about their goals. Like what are they really trying to achieve? What impact do they want to have on the world?
That's interesting. It's almost like a self-reflection exercise built into the system.
Exactly. It's like having this built-in compass that's always pointing you toward a more meaningful academic journey.
I like that analogy, a built-in compass.
Right.
So what about another one? What else is on this list of 8?
Well, another one that really caught my eye is academic ambition.
Okay. Academic ambition.
And this one is really cool because it's not just about what you do as an individual, it's about how you contribute to the growth of knowledge as a whole.
I see. So it's more about the collective effort.
Exactly. So it looks at things like co-authorship, mentorship, collaborations, all those things that help to build a strong and vibrant academic community.
It's like recognizing that the best ideas often come from working together, bouncing ideas off of each other.
Exactly. It's not about being isolated in your own little research bubble. It's about being part of a larger conversation.
Now, I'm curious about how this system addresses the traditional emphasis on publications. Is that still a factor?
It is, but it's not just about the number of publications anymore. One of the metrics is called recent output and impact,
Okay.
and it focuses on the quality and the relevance of your recent work. So it's not about churning out papers just to pad your CV.
Right. It's about making sure that your research is actually making a difference, moving the field forward.
Exactly. And speaking of making a difference, there's another metric that looks beyond just the academic world. It's called willingness to engage publicly.
Willingness to engage publicly.
Interesting. So how does that work?
Well, this metric recognizes that it's important for academics to share their knowledge with the wider world.
Makes sense. So it considers things like public lectures, media appearances, community outreach, anything that helps to make complex ideas accessible to a broader audience.
That's great. Breaking down those barriers between academia and the public.
Right. And you know what's really interesting? Even student feedback plays a role in these rankings.
Really? Student feedback?
Yeah, they have a metric called student feedback, which incorporates ratings from the Academic Jobs Rate Your Professor portal.
So it's like holding academics accountable to the people they're teaching.
Exactly. It emphasizes the importance of teaching and mentorship. You're really investing in the next generation of scholars.
It's incredible how this system brings together all these different aspects of academic life. It's really a much more holistic view of what it means to be successful.
It really is. It's not just about measuring success. It's about encouraging academics to grow and evolve in ways that benefit everyone.
And it really shifts the focus from competition to collaboration, creating a much more supportive and dynamic environment.
Exactly. It's not a zero-sum game anymore.
Yeah.
It's about everyone contributing to a thriving ecosystem of knowledge and collaboration.
I think that's fantastic. It really is a whole new way of thinking about success in academia.
And the best part is, if you're curious about where you stand in this new landscape, you can actually find out your own academic ranking in just 90 seconds.
90 seconds, really?
Yep. Just head over to academicjobs.com and you can see how you measure up. It's definitely worth checking out.
That's amazing. I know I'm going to check mine right after this.
Me too. It really makes you think about how we can all be more impactful and engaged academics.
Absolutely. Thanks for bringing this to light. It's been a really fascinating deep dive.
It has. Thanks for joining me.
Of course. Always a pleasure.
And for everyone listening, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
See you then.